Okay, so now it's August 6th. All I did last night was just pit them and put them in the fridge. The seeds I'm going to try and grow, because again, this is a local tree that's going to be cut down, people. Like, they're just, it's pathetic what's going on out here where I live. But in the meantime, I am going to make a plum sauce with this, a sweet and hot plum sauce. I need 10 cups to make that, so I'm going to do the 10 cups, and then whatever's left, I'm just going to make little plums with a little bit of sugar and just can them like that. So hold on. Okay, so this is basically how I'm going to do it. You see those onions? I'm putting that much onions in with the plums. This is garlic. It's a little more than, well, it's 3 cloves, and one of them was quite big, so I smashed it. Okay. Anyway, it's going in there, right? This here is shredded ginger. It's about a tablespoon, right? You can see that, right? And then we're going to put in 1 cup apple cider vinegar. Then we're going to do, this isn't really brown sugar, I don't know, kind of tastes more like, I don't know, it's a little different. I don't know where my brown sugar is, hold on. Okay, so basically I took 1 cup from here, which is more like a coconut sugar. This is Punjabi sugar cane. It's a little coarser, so I may add some more of that. I have Dempster sugar buried away. I don't know where my brown sugar is in terms of light brown sugar, but anyway. Okay, and then that's just 1 cup of sugar. So that's 3 cups of sugar anyway for now. That's a tablespoon of salt, and then 2 tablespoons of mustard seeds, right? You've seen I put the onion in there, the garlic, and the ginger, and you've seen me put in the apple cider vinegar. Right, so the only other thing I got to do here now is I'm going to taste this. This is some kind of a hot pepper. Alright, so I'm going to do something there. I'll put some of that in there. Hold on. Okay, so now it's done. Just boiled it down, right? Well, I didn't boil it down. I simmered it down. As you can see, it's a nice thickness. Right, the only thing I added extra were some chili peppers. That was it. And it's spicy. It's okay. Hot and spicy. And sweet. Okay, people. So we're going to do something different here. Different corner, right? Oh, it's really the same corner. Just kind of been moving the camera around. So, I'm facing this way now. I don't even know what time it is, people. That, plum sauce is done. So that's good. And now I'm sitting in front of this other computer, getting ready to turn it on. So that I can start focusing on the pictures of ShaMay and listing them down as evidence. And if you notice, I'm doing that by myself. Alright. I'm going to find out what time it is here in a minute. It's 12:17 a.m. Now, here's the problem. Everything's all mixed up. I have what I need on flash drives, only I don't know which flash drive it's on. And I really don't want to go hunt for it. And I'm pretty sure I have it on my external hard drive. And that's way over there. And being that I'm tired, I probably shouldn't fuss with this too much, eh? But that's the thing. I don't have a lot of time to do this stuff. So, take the path of least resistance. And it would probably be eeny, meeny, mo. Catcha. Tiger. You get my point, right? It's not like I have everything written down here, you know. I try to. What's been happening, this is why I have all this here. What I'm looking for actually might be on this one here. What do you call it? I've been doing these videos with this camera, which, by the way, this camera does this. That is not me editing the film. Okay? I've watched these videos, and every now and then you get a little bit of this in there, and I'm like, well, either somebody's editing, right? Or it's something to do with this camera, which I bought used. And so I just wanted to make a note of that. So I've been making videos with this camera, but because this computer over here is still down, I've been importing them onto this computer, converting them over, saving them on a flash drive with their MTS files attached to it along with the video. And then I'm going to take this. Well, I was hoping my computer would be fixed so I could just put it into the computer and then transfer it over to my external hard drive, but it looks like I'm going to have to pull out that external hard drive anyway, and I'll hook it up to this one. That's what I'm going to do. And start looking for what I need. Right? Because nobody's going to do this for me. Right? I can't take it to a lawyer and ask a lawyer to do this for me. A lawyer wouldn't do that. Yeah. And then some of these flash drives are the pictures on ShaMay's computer that I've been saving. So, I think I'm going to have to start unplugging things here. I'll be back. Okay. I just uploaded the videos that I've done since the last time I uploaded a video. And the last one I just did, talking about ShaMay, because I found a flash drive. And I'm going to walk you through it. Hopefully I won't turn this off. So I'm going to turn this around. Make sure it's still recording. And we're going to go through this again. Okay, it won't be in the same sequence. I may see something different because I'm just randomly pulling up videos, pictures of ShaMay. with me doing a close-up. And with the program that I work with, that's as close as I could get. I want you to notice here, 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 since we're on this picture, because when I took this picture and I put it into a still frame, I was focusing on this area in here and this area in here, more so. But because I'm doing this second time, we're just going to run with this picture. So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in, because this works really, really well. And why the last video didn't record and I didn't see that, if I go closer like this, what does a body do when it dies? People, it turns black. What does embalming do? Embalming stops the body for a while from turning black, and it will prevent it from smelling. They have embalming fluid now that you can actually move limbs with. This is inside of her mouth. And I can see the little red button there, so it's recording. This is not what I was looking on with the last video that didn't uptake. But I'd get to it sooner or later. So how do I list this down? Because this is evidence, people. I have to prove that my daughter was embalmed. Okay. I want you to look for hair. You're not going to find any on her face. Because when they embalm people, they take it off. In the other video, this is this skin pulling away, ready to come off. It's just ripping. I wouldn't even know what the medical term for that is, people. Do you see any hair? There could be maybe one there. Do you see that? That could be a hair. Could be. But do you see any more on her face? Everybody has baby hair. We're getting up into here now. Do you see that? Okay, so what I was talking about was how her eye caved in. This was on the 17th. And because I discovered I can do this, you will clearly see how it's sinking in. And not only is it sinking in, but tell me, where do you see eyelashes? Does that look like an eyelash to you? Doesn't look like an eyelash to me, people. And of course, with my first video, I was like, well, geez, I don't know what I'm looking at here, but that is certainly not eyelashes. Do you see how it sinks in? Do you see how it's flat? Okay, still recording. We'll take 57. Alright, so obviously when I zoomed in, I lightened the picture, but I'm focusing on here, people, because the more you go into her mouth, the darker it becomes, because they can't use the embalming makeup per se to cover it up, because when a person's body is embalmed and it's in a funeral home, the funeral director or whoever, they have to what is it called? They have to do touch-ups. Doesn't that kind of look fluorescent to you? It looks fluorescent to me, people. That's right in her mouth. So, of course, I'm sitting here all by myself at night doing this, pissing people off. But the public needs to know what's going on. I'm pretty sure ShaMay didn't donate her body to science, people, because if she did, I would have heard about it. Okay, so you get the point. Pretty much the same thing. All this in here. Goes down into the lip. Right. Do you see any hair? Tell me if you see hair. That's her eye where it's sunk in. Does that look like eyelashes to you, people? Tell me, where's the eyelash? It looks like chicken scratches. Somebody tried to paint that on. Do you not see that? And because her eye was sinking in, whatever they were painting on was sinking in too. Here, they've got fuzz. So this here, let's just look at this here, people. Let's look at the contours of her nose. Here's her nose. Take note of this in here. I'll show you in a different picture where that is. Maybe not tonight, but I will. Do you see this? What do you see, people? Here's her nose. Is this her cheekbone? She only has one nose, people. But this is supposed to be her eye, which is supposed to have an eyelash that's sticking out like that. It's not down, hugging, like this one over here is down and hugging. This one is like right here, sticking up. And the rest of her eye is in here, while whatever this is looks like a protruding bone to me. Or maybe her skin is coming off. Do you see that, people? That's her skin. They can't say it's her nose because her nose is right here. There's the bridge of her nose. Do you see? There's the bridge of her nose. That is her cheek, people. Does that look normal to you? Tell me how that looks normal. I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at. That's what I said with my last video. Doing it this way, I'm seeing different things. Okay, we'll do a couple of more and then, like, I have to list this down. I don't know what I'm doing, people. Okay, so this here is the picture off the video. And then I tried to zoom in with my program and do still shots. So that's what we've been looking at. I tried lightening the picture. I'm noticing that with the camera shining on, it seems to be brighter in what I'm looking at, but when I'm looking at the screen, it's very dark. But the camera, with the light from the camera or something, just highlights how this is caving in, people. Do you see? Look. And we already know what's in there. There are no eyelashes in there. Whatever it is fake. And then on the other video that didn't take, I ended up going right into the eyebrow, and it's the same thing with the eyebrow. There is no hair. It's just smudged on. Do you see hair, people? Doesn't that look like it's just been drawn on with a pencil crayon? Where's the hair? There is no fine baby hair on her skin. What is that? That's her eye. Everybody has fine baby hair. That's her eyebrow. Oh, I see something. Do you see it? This is where you need a microscope. Is that hair, people? I don't know. Do you see how it's fluorescent? That's a tube there. That's a tube. That's a tube. Do you see how her face is fluorescent? Here's that eye again. What happened to it? I need to pay attention to that now, don't I? That cheek. Okay, so anyway. That's supposed to be an eyelash, people. I can show you where they have eye caps in ShaMay's eye socket to replace what was happening here. Her eye was caving in. You can see it curling in, and you can see it sliding in here. And there's a big tunnel. And when you go into the tunnel, what do you see? What is that? DNA? Is that a hair? Tell me if you see any hair here. This is her forehead. That's her hairline. This is her forehead. Where's the hair? There is none. That's her eye socket. This here is her so-called eyebrow. Do you see that? This is on the 17th, people. She went in on the 11th. And then that's her other eye socket. That's her skin. One more and that's it for tonight. Okay, this one's brighter. You can see I changed the hue on it, right? So, taking it from here, you can see how it looks like it's been bruised and sinking in. You can see it. If you notice the sign, how smooth they've got it, because this is done by artists. This ShaMay's been laying in a hospital bed for what? The 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. She was there for 7 days. And if you notice how uniform this is, despite how morbid it is, right? If you were laying in a hospital bed for 7 days, I doubt your eyebrows would be so uniform. But if you notice, do you see any hair? And we've already seen a hair, people. We've seen one hair on ShaMay's body, and maybe another little one coming out in there. Where am I? There we go. Let's see. Since when do the corners of people's eyes look like that? And do you see how it's curling in? Curling in? And there's that gully, that little tunnel. It's like a tunnel. Walking in because you can see it. It's caving in. You can't consider that to be hair. You can't consider that to be hair. Because there is no hair. It's all painted on. I'm just looking under a different hue. You see different things. Right? Okay, one more. 238, that's it. Alright. I have to list this. I don't know what to list it as. But we'll just go in closer. That's not hair, people. This is her eyebrow. Does that look like hair to you? That doesn't look like hair to me, people. This is the stuff I have to take to a lawyer, so the lawyer can go to a corrupt courthouse and do what? That's a funny looking eyebrow when you step back from it, right? Do you see that, people? Do you see what's happening here? Looks like a clump of something to me. There is no hair, though. if you look on her skin, you're not going to see any baby hairs, because there are none. And they shave it off. Okay, this is still recording. So, I will now try it again and see if this converts over, and then I'm going to upload it because it's important for the public to start seeing what is going on in our hospitals behind families' backs. This was all done behind all the people who came to see ShaMay, in terms of family and friends, and behind the immediate family.